Hello there, good morning. Today I'm doing the plastic wrap background, which was the first of Kat Han's mixed media morsel samples, and probably the one I've used most. So I'm just, works best with a sealed surface, so I'm just sewing over the file card. Once that's dry, I can come and add the acrylic paint. It's a very simple, quick process, but this one does take time to dry. So we'll leave that not only at this stage when we've just got the gesso on, but far longer once we've got the acrylic paint on and covered it with a plastic wrap. That's when the waiting time comes in. So I'll just leave that. Here we are, the gessoed file card is now nice and dry, and I've put out some paints here, probably way too much, but I found that in my past experiments with this technique, that the thicker the paint, my preference anyway, the better the outcome. I like it thick and chunky. It's just the effect I prefer. Trying not to muddy this up too much. Bit of silver. There we go. I've got the plastic wrap prepared behind me, and I always give it a quick spritz with a water spray, as I find the additional moisture really does help with wicking the paint and creating that lovely texture. And it's while you're putting the plastic wrap into place that you can start mixing those colours and getting the real effect. The additional water on the plastic wrap does, I guess, make the overall drying time a little longer, but it's going to take quite a while anyway, so I figure another extra hour or so isn't going to matter. I'll just gather up these bits of leftover paint over here, and let me just show you how that looks now. Lots of lovely colours and texture in there, and I'll let that dry and I'll be back when it's ready to reveal these. Here we go, time for the big reveal. The plastic wrap and acrylic paint background is now nice and dry. Just remove the plastic, all these little fissures and crevices, colour. There we go. And there it is. This technique can be done with lighter colours and thinner coats of paint, and if you use that you will get more of the white of the underlying gesso sort of coming through. You can sort of see a little bit of it over here. I'll just go in a little bit closer. Going to focus, I think it is. You can see here where it's a little bit lighter. I prefer it's a fairly dramatic and bold sort of background with these all the wonderful texture, and to me it lends itself much more readily to bold and dramatic colours and thick layers of paint. I really like that effect. If I wanted to do a pastel background, I would use a different technique, a softer technique. So I really like this. You can see how beautifully glossy it is, and that's just purely from the paint. That hasn't been coated with anything yet. That's as it is. All I need to do with this is go around the edges with my trusty StazOn, and I won't bore you with that. I'll do that and then punch the holes and put it in my little folder, and that is number 1 of the Mixed Media Morsels techniques done and dusted. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Bye.